How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today we got a pretty cool tool here to review. A company reached out to me. We actually did a video on a rototiller, a little mini rototiller they were doing. It was a 20-volt rototiller and it took DeWalt batteries. And they also had this product here and asked me if I wanted to do a video review on this product. This is called a nibbler. What I'm going to do is get it out of the box and show you what comes with it. And we're going to do a little review on it and see how it works. Now here at the Homestead, we're always using metal to build little projects here in the garage and outside the garage. Like building our wood sheds and stuff, we use a lot of metal for the roofing and stuff like that. And I asked them if this thing would cut corrugated metal, and they said yes. So we're going to get it out and we're going to give it a try and see how it works. So I see one nice thing I like about this tool already. It comes in a nice hard case. That way, when we put it away and we go to get it, everything we need should be in this case. Let's get her opened up. All right, this is everything that's going to come in your nibbler. You're going to get an owner's manual. I would suggest reading it, understanding it before you get started. I only give you the basics. You're going to get your nibbler and some other hardware here. It looks like a different, you're going to have a different bit for that. A couple Allen wrenches and another wrench over here. That's probably all we're going to need to work this thing besides a battery. Now you're wondering, okay, I don't have a battery. This guy is going to work off of a 20-volt DeWalt battery. So we're going to go get one, stick it in there, and see how it works. What I have here is just a 20-volt DeWalt battery. We're going to snap this guy in and then pull the trigger. So your 20-volt batteries are going to work in this product with no problem. Okay, this is the type of metal that we want this machine to cut, because this is what we use on our roofs all the time for our wood sheds and whatever we're going to cover here on the homestead. This is what we're going to use, this type of metal. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some easy cuts that I know this thing should do. And we're going to work our way up to something a little harder. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut just straight cut across here. That was pretty easy. So now what we're doing is we're sticking our piece of metal right down in that little tip there, right in between there. And it's actually cutting a slot. Let's do another one so you guys can see it. If you notice, it took a little piece of metal out of the center. So it actually took that little piece out of the center. And then this was on the other side of it. So just a little chop, chopped it right out of there. Pretty cool. It does really good that way so far. Let's do one more. Pretty easy. Now, the other way we want to cut our metal is mostly we're going to cut it this way. The hardest cut for us to do is the way we just did with a pair of tin snips. This way here is a little easier, but I'm curious of how well this machine's going to work cutting it this way because of these ribs. So we got a little bigger piece of metal here. We're going to try to cut it across here just to see how it will cut it on a straight pass. Okay, as you see, when I got to that rib right here, I couldn't get it up over that hump. So I had to bend the metal up just a little bit, and then it went over it. that's still a whole lot easier than using a pair of tin snips. And like I said, the hardest cut for us to do is going to be the real long cut. I don't know if you ever cut this metal and you're trying to use a set of tin snips. It's super hard to do that. And I'm going to try to get a pretty straight line right on one of these seams right here. I'll try to follow it and see if it'll do that nice straight cut for me. I think that's pretty straight. It's not that bad. I think a little practice, I could probably get a little better at it. But I'm telling you, that was a lot easier than using a pair of tin snips. Definitely a lot easier. Now I think what we'll do is we'll try to make a crooked cut on here and see how this thing does at making a crooked cut. Well, I think that did a really nice job. If we was going to make some awnings for the barn dominium, that would be pretty nice on the bottom. Nice little curve. Okay, what we've done, we've changed our bit in here, and we have the round one in here. And I'm going to say that this is for cutting more round circles. We'll give it a try and see what it does. So it does definitely cuts curves for sure. All right, the tool works pretty good. You've seen it cut. Did a little bit of practicing with it, cutting some curves, some circles and stuff like that. It seems like it's working pretty good. We're actually got a bigger project coming up here in the near future. We're going to be building another woodshed, and we're going to be using that same metal on the roof, and we're going to be cutting all the metal with this tool. So you'll get a better view at how it works. But like I said, we will leave a link in the description down below so you can check them out. And you're not going to get that battery with this tool. It does not come with the battery. So if you got them DeWalt tools sitting around and you got the batteries, you don't really need the battery anyhow. I think I got about 8 batteries. So I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.